Alright peeps, welcome back to the channel, Motorsportja. Yeah man, so right now I'm here back in New Jersey. My boy Dean hooked me up with this legend in racing, Rafi from DRT Racing. So I'm just gonna have a quick chat with him and don't know some update on the racing scene back then compared to now. Yeah man, check it out. What's up, bro?
Hi, what's up?
You good?
Good, yeah, how's everything?
Yeah man, everything is good, man. Alright, so you can just give us an introduction.
Okay, my name is Rafael Estevez. Everybody calls me Ralphie. I had DRT for over 26 years. I used to be in Queens, but 5 years ago I moved to New Jersey. It's more calm and used to be big into Hondas. I still am, but I have a little 2J now. So I have a little Corolla with a 2JZ that we drag race from time to time.
Okay, what type of Corolla?
It's an 87 Corolla GTS.
87?
87 Corolla GTS. It's 3/4 chassis. We just got back from World Cup racing, but we ran our best time. We ran a 6:43 at 2:25, but we had a misfortune that in the third round of elimination, we flipped the car, so.
Coach Bamba will stage first. Throw hats everywhere. It's good. Trainer one gonna be on the wheelie bar. Sideways for Coach Bamba. Flipping down the race. Coach Bamba and sliding down on his roof. The win lane will sign for the Trano machine, but a rollover here for Estevez.
Again, please clear the starting line. Please clear the starting line as the.
Well, we will be rebuilding it.
You're here, thank God, you're here. So we have to give God thanks for that you're still here with us.
That's correct.
And better luck for next year.
Yeah, well, one thing I want to emphasize on that, on the luck, is really like having the right security, the safety equipment. I had all the proper safety equipment for my neck, for my head, the 5-ply suit, everything. Even though there's stuff that I didn't need, I still had it just for the safety. So it's always good for everybody to know that safety first before anything else. I was able to walk out. I don't even have pain today. And you know, if you go on my Instagram, you can see it, DRT Racing. You can see how bad it was. I rolled from half the quarter mile all the way to the end, and I walked out of it, and you know, thank God that I'm here. I'm here today.
Oh, okay. So what really happened with that run though?
So in that run, it was the third round of elimination. I was trying to go to the semifinals. I didn't have the fastest run, so I had to. The other guy had lane choice. He gave me the right lane. I have not tested the right lane, and I thought it could take a little bit more power, and obviously it couldn't take the power.
Oh, okay. So how long you've been in the drag racing?
I've been in drag racing since I'm like 15 years old.
Wow, that's a very long time.
I'm 57 now, so.
I wasn't even born.
Yeah, I've been into. I started as a street racer. That's how I started, and moved on to having the shop, and just because I learned mechanics along the way, and from there, just continue to get better and better and better, and here I am now.
Okay, cool. So what's the difference with racing back then compared to racing now?
Well, technology was not there. I started on the carburetor era. There was no fuel injection, anything like that. Fuel injection cars came later. Programmable computers came later. I didn't start messing with programmable computers until probably 96, 97. That's when I started. The turbo technology was not even close. I mean, we tried to run 4 or 5 pounds of boost. We used to blow everything up. So it was a very hard. Yeah. So turbo technology, you know, was really getting started. We basically used to use truck turbos and put them on.
Truck turbos?
Yeah, it was just whatever was out there. There was
Wasn't
nothing
too big?
That was the issue for some of us. It was too big, or we would get smaller ones, but we couldn't even run the boost. I mean, we were just blowing things left and right. We have to, like on the Hondas, we used to put little check valves on the map sensor just so the computer wouldn't read any boost, because if you read any boost, you would get a check engine.
Yeah.
And we used to run like additional injectors. I mean, it was, you know, we were getting started, and we were just trying to do whatever we can to
What you guys have?
to run. Yeah, correct. Like I started running when the first Hondas came out. We were running like 14s. You know, 14.1 was a big deal. And then, you know, we progressed. The turbo cars was running like 12s. I built a car back in 1996. It was called Speed and Sound car. It was all in Turbo Magazine, a lot of people, a lot of places, and that's what made me open the shop. Because everybody said, you know, why don't you open a shop? In that time we were running. That was 1996. We were running 133, 1130 at 133. We were running those days, and that was flying. You know,
Really fast.
That was really fast. And that car, I used to drive to the track, put 2 little slicks in it, and just run it.
And drive back
and
home.
drive back home. Yeah. So.
Okay, cool. So, what's your views on street racing?
So, you know, a lot of people ask me about street racing, and a lot of people ask me if it's ever going to stop. And I keep telling people that it's not. The reason why I say it's not is because there's always going to be a new generation.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
For me, right now, I have a lot to lose. I'm older, got kids, I got grandkids.
Yeah.
So I have a lot to lose by street racing, but the up and coming street racer wants excitement, wants the adrenaline, wants to be known, because I mean, it's an ego thing. Everybody, if you don't know that by now, then better hear it from me that it's an ego thing. You want to be better than somebody. That's what it's about, basically. They're probably gonna realize later down the road, but they're gonna remember what I said. So I don't think it's ever gonna stop, because a new generation will come. So when I started, I was watching somebody race, and I wanted to beat that guy.
Right.
So that's what continues to happen. When I left, it's the same thing. Somebody wanted to beat me. So it's just gonna continue to happen over and over and over and over. And no matter, I mean, the laws changed a lot now. We didn't get arrested when we were racing. We probably just used to get summonses. Just get a ticket, continue. If you had all your paperwork, you just get a ticket. Now they take your car, you go to jail, but people are still willing to do it. So
They're still willing to risk it.
yeah, they're still willing to risk it.
All right. So, on your race car, the AE87, what's the specs?
It's a 2J with an 88 millimeter turbo. We run a class. So we have rules as to what turbo size we can run, weight. We have to weigh 2,300 pounds.
Right.
Had to have a certain certification for the chassis. So it's basically just, you know, a 2J, about 2,000 horsepower in it.
2,000?
About 2,000 horsepower.
That's crazy. What's the best time?
6:43, 2:25. We just did it this weekend. So.
Okay. Cool.
There was a story written about me. You can look it up as well. Also, it's called Racer X, and that was written on a magazine called Vive by a writer called Ken Lee. So he wrote the story. After a while, it was supposed to be a very small story,
Right.
just like a quarter page on street racing.
Right.
He used to work for the Daily News, but he got this thing from Vive to do the article. As we continued to do the write-up, he kept seeing that it was more and more and more. So they kept giving him more space, and we ended up with like 3 pages or 2 pages. And after he wrote the story, he decided to try it. Somebody said, why don't you give it to somebody and sell it to somebody? He actually sold it to a Hollywood producer, which that story became the plot for the Fast and the Furious, for the first one.
For the first one.
Yeah, and if people have the original DVD, you have to have the original DVD within the first 6 months. Whoever has that has the story in the DVD in the bonus. There's a place called bonus features that the article's there. It talks about it. But anybody that bought the DVD after 6 months doesn't have that because they took it out of the market.
Oh, okay. Well,
So if you, when you go on eBay, you see some DVDs that says original. That's because of that. It was from the first group, or not too many people have it.
right. Well, I'm from Jamaica, and the drag racing scene in Jamaica is getting really crazy. You ever hear of drag racing in Jamaica, or none of the events?
I mean, I've been to Jamaica for road racing, like I said, but I've never been for a drag racing event. But I wouldn't mind going.
You wouldn't mind going?
Yeah, when I was in Queens, I had a lot of Jamaican customers.
A few Americans exporting their cars to Jamaica. 45, Bebo, and you have a few others that are planning to ship their cars to Jamaica. You ever think about building something? Or
I will have to see how the track is and see what I can build maybe. But Bebo, I don't know him as Bebo. I know him as Pork Chop.
Yeah, I know him as that also.
We call him Pork Chop. We don't call him Bebo. So he used to come to my shop a lot. Yeah, he's kind of crazy, all hyper, always. Never scare anything. Always like, run as much boost as you can. Don't worry about it.
He have an event in Jamaica called Battle of the Belts.
Yeah, correct. I seen him on his Instagram.
Yeah, that's Bebo's event.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty nice event. You should come and take a look sometime.
I'm gonna have to go to Jamaica and check it out.
Yeah, you can come and check it out.
Yeah.
All right, so tell us about your shop, DRT Racing.
So DRT Racing, I started back in 1997. It started out really more like as a hobby to me, and then it became a shop. And from 97 to 2005, I had so much work, I couldn't even handle it.
So you do work for customers?
Yeah, I do work for customers, correct. I still do now. When I was out in New York, I used to have 3 workers. Here, I'm old now, 57, so I'm trying to calm down.
Right, retirement.
So I work on whatever I want now, really. So customers might come in the door and I say, yeah, I don't want to work on that. But I will send them to the right place. Like I'll send them to, I know so many people around that I'll tell them, here, go there, they'll take care of you, they'll do that job. So sometimes I take special projects. Sometimes I just do regular work. I do regular work. Like I got this Accord here. This Accord is a friend of mine, so we just change the turbo and do a couple of things to make it into 400 horsepower street car.
Right. I'm curious about that car right there.
So
that's on the lift.
Yeah, that's a 2017 Honda Accord, which is it's a project in the making, because that's gonna be a show car, really. The guy wanted to put a 2J in it and make it rear wheel drive instead of front wheel drive. Right now we have the rear on.
Can we take a look at it?
Yeah. Right now we have the rear. We have the motor in it. We have a dry shaft on it. So we're almost getting ready to turn it on. So now it has a rear. Has a Toyota rear end, special axles. Dry shaft shop make these axles. I'm big with dry shaft shop, so I make this, and he made us the dry shaft as well. 2J transmission, automatic, because it's a show car, but it is a twin turbo car, so you'll have about 600, 800 horsepower.
600, 800.
Yeah, it's gonna be around there.
That's still crazy for a show car.
Yeah, for a show car, correct. We had to cut the tunnel and raise it 3 inches so I can clear the dry shaft, because on a Honda it doesn't have a dry shaft. So right now it's just tacked, just in case we got to cut some more, but right now it clears, so we're going to finish it off. The paint guy's going to finish that off by sealing it so nothing goes in.
Right.
The tank we put in the back, because this is where the tank was sitting, so now it has a rear where the tank was sitting. But I try to keep as much of the stock car as possible. So all this is Honda, still. All this is Honda, all this is Honda. just the rear end we bolted.
Nice, nice, nice. Yo, looks really, really, really good. You wanna show it at your shop, like the location?
Yeah, well, the location, I'm in Per Fanboy, New Jersey now. I used to be in Woodside, Queens for 20 years. But now I moved to New Jersey where it's more calm for me. Definitely more calm for me now.
Okay, any word of motivation to the younger generation coming up in the racing community?
I mean, you know, all I can say is like, for me, it started, you know, it started as a dream. I didn't go to high school. I didn't finish high school. Didn't go to college. I just did this because I loved it and I believed in it. So I guess just believe in what you do and go for whatever your dreams are, you know, and they'll become true. If you continue, they'll come true, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Just work hard at it, and don't give up. I never gave up on anything.
That's a good.
And there will be times where you think you're defeated, that I can't do this, and those will be probably the best moments for you to sit back, analyze things, and say, no, I'm going to do this, and challenge yourself. Always challenge yourself, even as a street racer. That's the way it is, because on the street you race people and you lose, but when I used to lose, I just used to make me stronger. I just went back, fix whatever I had to fix, make the car better, come back and beat that guy and continue.
You know, in street racing here in the US, if you move before the light, you automatically lose.
Yeah, that's something that I criticize. So the way we did it was, if the hands, we didn't have a light. I find that light.
Hand job.
I'm not even gonna say about what I find the light as. But the way we did the hands, if the hands stood up and nobody and somebody took off, you come back. But if the hands go down, it's a race. But not that you lose. How you gonna lose because you took a light? Come on, that's not racing. You know what I mean? Just might as well go to the track. Might as well go to the track.
So you used racing back then was for money?
Always for money.
Always for money.
Why would you race? You race in the street for no money? No, not good.
Oh, in Jamaica we race for free sometimes.
No, well, we race for. We started racing for fun, but when it gets exciting is when there's money.
That's true. That's true.
That's when it gets exciting.
Okay, so I know you're a very, very busy guy. I don't want to take up too much of your time. So you wanna do some shout outs?
Yeah, I want to say hi to everybody out in Jamaica, and they ever need anything, advice or anything, I'm here. I worked with a couple of people from there, so that's not a big deal. I work around with people in the island as well, Antigua and other places in Central America as well. So if they ever need anything, they can go to my Instagram or they can email me.
And you can shout out the Instagram?
Yeah, my Instagram is DRT Racing, and my Facebook DRT Racing as well. So they can always, if they need some advice or whatever, I reply myself. So it's they'll get me on the line.
Yo, thanks, man.
All right, thank you.
All right, people. Yo, we did very, very nervous, honestly. Yo, I'm with a celebrity, man. Very, very nervous. So, you don't know vibes. The man himself, Rafi from DRT Racing.
No way.
Whoa. What's the specs on this?
RB26, huge turbo, 88 millimeter turbo. You know, 2600cc injectors. It makes power. This thing makes power.
R33.
But he just drives it in the street. This drives in the street.
Nice. Yo, peeps, look at this. Whoa.
Yeah. This car was not built by me though. This car was built out in Florida. I don't know if the guy's Jamaican. He might be.
Yeah.
He's from the island. I know
Yeah,
that.
he's
The guy who
Jamaican.
built it. The guy who built this from the island. But he just came here because they didn't finish tuning it, so I finished tuning the car.
Nice.
Really nice work. This is really nice work.
Oh, so it's finished tune?
I got it running so far and everything. I have not finished tuning it. We're gonna put the boost on it.
Okay,
Put the boost up on it now.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice, bro.
I just started a YouTube channel. It's called Rafi Racing's World. So you can look it up as well.
All right, peeps. So right now, I'm wanting to check out Rafi's Racing.
Rafi's Racing World.
Rafi's Racing World on YouTube. So just jump over to the page, subscribe.
Yep.
He's just started. Just check out some of the content. Them done the vibes. Motorsport said that. Just go over there, jump in the comment section, say Motorsport saying over here. So you see me? Done the vibes.
Thank you.
Big up, bro.
Take care.